Hi everybody, Jody here, and I am here with one of our staff members, George. And oftentimes when we're on location or with a family, the question comes up, how did you get involved in the funeral business? So we thought it would be of interest to let you know how we got involved in the funeral business. So today we're going to be asking George.
Well, thank you for the opportunity to share. It's a very personal story for me, so I'm already starting to get a little.
Oh, I understand.
Anyway, it has to do with my mom and dad. They were retired for quite a while and living in San Diego, and they would travel, all over the place. They were trying on cities they wanted to live in as retirees. So they finally settled on a little city called Santa Maria, California.
Oh, I know
You know
it.
where that is?
Yes,
Yeah,
I do.
it's a great little place. And of course, since they'd lived here forever, all of their pre-need arrangements and things were here in San Diego, naturally. So they go up to Santa Maria, and my dad is diagnosed with lung cancer.
Oh,
And
sorry.
so we went up off and on, just to kind of keep track of everything. And the last time I was up there, Dad was very, he's German, very businesslike,
Oh, very stoical.
Exactly.
Yes.
So he said, I want you and your mom to find a place here in Santa Maria to handle the cremation, because it doesn't make any sense to have someone come all the way up to Santa Maria to take him all the way down to San Diego. So, not knowing anything, about Santa Maria other than, it's a nice place to live, I thought, well, I guess we're going to find out. So I went on Google, everybody's friend, and Googled mortuaries and talked to a couple of the funeral directors, and really found one. It was a small family-run mortuary. And so I went down there with Mom and kind of explained the situation we were in. They were very nice and, very compassionate. And so we decided we'd go with them. So we did, in fact, go with the Laurie Family Mortuary, is the name in Santa Maria. And when my dad passed, they were very, very responsive. The funeral director was the person that we dealt with initially, took the case, so we had some familiarity with the individual.
That's always nice to have continuity.
Yes, exactly. I agree, and it made it so much easier, for everybody involved. So he went to the house and took Dad into their care, and was very, very kind and compassionate. And so I went up the next day after he passed and went into the mortuary to take care of business. And I was so struck and appreciative of the way that he took care of my mom. He was very, very compassionate, very caring, everything you would want a funeral director to be. And at that time, I told myself, now at the time of my dad's passing, I was working as a residential property manager. So I made myself a promise. I said, if I ever get the opportunity to work in this industry, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to pay it forward, because this man was so kind and compassionate to my mom. And so I came back to San Diego, and it took a couple of years, and then, I saw a position open, and so I took it, and I left property management and for the funeral industry.
Well, it's wonderful,
So-
and speaking for myself, I'm very glad that you did.
Oh, thank you.
It's something I think that all of us here have in common, is that we do have a personal story, and we are also involved from the beginning to the completion of the process.
Right.
George will meet families in the office. He also does the scheduling for the burials at sea. Oftentimes, I will be the burial attendant on the boat. So we try to be as personally involved as we can, again, because it is a sacred duty, and we
It
do
is.
feel honored to be able to be here.
Absolutely. It's a matter of trust. The people are coming to you for your knowledge, for your compassion. And, it's important to listen. It's important to care. And it's important not to lose sight of the fact that you have a trusted position in a very stressful time in someone's life.
Absolutely. And I think we become part of their family history and
Oh,
part
yeah.
of their family story
Absolutely.
in the way that we handle the oftentimes turning of a page, oftentimes ending of a chapter.
Mm-hmm. No,
So-
that's very true. Very true. I think it's an interesting industry. It's not an industry for everyone, but if you find your niche in this industry, then it's a mitzvah, as they say.
Okay. That's
So-
another thing that we become aware of is a lot of different beliefs.
Mhm.
And that's something that I find very fascinating,
Mhm.
being brought up pretty traditional American Indian.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the different religions that we do talk about, I find a lot of comfort in all of that. And
Yeah, and there's a commonality among all of them, and especially when it comes time for burial, I think it's a passage, obviously, for everyone, but there seems to be that connective tissue, if you will, which is respect, which is kindness, which is love, and it's also a celebration. It's something to be not thrilled with, but it's a transition, and it's a happy time. It's one thing my dad said. He said, I don't want anybody to cry or overly become emotional. So his words when we parted company were, "I'm ready for the next great adventure."
oh,
And
he
that's,
sounds wonderful.
He was a
Wow.
good man.
And you are a wonderful testament to his lessons
Well,
and
thank
him
you.
as a father.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh,
Miss him every day.
I understand that. I understand. And we do honor that and the memory that we have of our relations and the relations of the families that we are able to help. So, George, thank you so much for
Well,
coming over here.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Next time you can interview me.
I think you're better at it than I am.
I don't know.